Hey everyone, sorry for the late post. The weekend ended up being way more packed than I wanted it to be. But, anyways, we are finally picking back up with chapter 116 titled Princess. I'm trying out a slightly new format for today's video, so if possible, please let me know what you think down below with a like and a comment. And if you love Kagurabachi as much as I do, don't forget to subscribe. Anyways, getting into the chapter. It opens with a woman suddenly waking up looking like she just came out of some kind of dream or nightmare. I'm assuming this is Princess Chiaki and honestly, maybe even the prophecy girl that got mentioned a few chapters back. We then transition outside where we see Hasumi and Mashiro arriving at the Soga clan estate. Mashiro immediately being told to stay on his best behavior. I guess it's what happens when you're Shiba's partner. The chapter then opens up into what looks like a royal chamber or meeting hall. I don't know why, but this whole setup gives me serious Demon Slayer vibes. It's here that we learn about the Soga clan's bloodline ability. Once every generation, a legitimate female descendant awakens a special power and is viewed as the incarnation of the goddess Izanami. Her role is to predict threats to Japan itself, down to the exact date, hour, and location. Apparently, this ability is also how the Dotenseki was first discovered. And because the Soga clan has possessed this power for over 1,000 years, they've basically maintained influence over Japan's government the entire time. We also learn that the other major sorcerer families attend these meetings as a sign of unity and good faith. Those families being the So clan, Hiru clan, Horide clan, Ho clan, Ushi clan, and of course, the second most famous family right now, the Sazanami clan. During the meeting, the prophecy finally gets revealed. In 8 days, they will arrive peacefully at Yurakuhama Beach. Afterward, a ship carrying the royal family will appear. And after hearing all of this, the scroll gets passed over to a visibly stressed Hasumi. But honestly, when is this man not stressed? After that, we get a really interesting bit of exposition explaining that Chiaki actually isn't the main house princess. The original princess died before ever having children. Chiaki only awakened the family ability 2 years before this flashback arc. Before that, she was basically just another kid playing on the streets. We then cut back over to Akamura training in the present, or present-ish, timeline, and apparently the only thing stopping him from becoming an elite guard is his age, because skill-wise, yeah, he's already there. And honestly, knowing what happens later during the war, that statement feels pretty accurate. Chiaki notices him overtraining and immediately scolds him for it, but Akamura brushes it off and goes for another round anyway. I gotta say, I really like this younger version of him so far. I'm assuming something eventually happens to his sister that completely changes him. Unless I'm forgetting something, I don't think we actually know how she died yet. If we do, let me know down below because I might just be blanking. We then switch back over to Chiaki as her mother helps her get ready for some kind of formal event. During their conversation, her mother notices she's distracted and asks what's on her mind. And Chiaki can only think about one person. That's it, Kunishige Rokuhira. Now, immediately I can already tell Chiaki's mom is one of those marry for status type characters, but to be fair, this is a heavily tradition-based family in Japan, so maybe she's not as terrible as she first comes off. Still though, hearing her call Rokuhira a legendary blacksmith a peon is actually insane, especially considering how important he clearly becomes to the future of Japan itself. And Chiaki's little maybe response, yeah, that was basically the equivalent of screaming absolutely. I also love whenever they mention the letters, we immediately get Shiba reaction panels. This man is genuinely the GOAT.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And still my favorite character in the entire series. And speaking of Shiba, the very next page gives us Shiba and Rokuhira casually sitting together talking about Chiaki, with Shiba asking if he should sneak in more letters for him. Absolute wingman behavior right here. I love it. Unfortunately for Shiba though, Rokuhira currently only has one thing on his mind, and that is, say it with me now, food. Honestly, this man gives off more shonen protagonist energy than half the actual protagonists in manga. Like, should he be the main character or what? And right as he says it, the legendary sushi chef Subaru finally arrives with the meal he promised. Also, I need a plushie of this little chibi Rokuhira immediately. The chapter ends with the prophecy officially coming true as three mysterious figures emerge directly from the ocean onto the shore. And all they do is deliver a letter requesting a meeting with Shikoku's royal family. What's even weirder is the letter is actually written entirely in Japanese. The final page then reveals the location of what would become known as the Irishima Talks. Beneath the solitary pine tree on the shore of Irishima, the two nations met to discuss the rights to mine the Dottenseki. Man, what a chapter. I seriously cannot wait to catch up on the next 5 chapters and see where this whole flashback goes. I know a bunch of you are already ahead, so please keep the comments spoiler free for now. I should have the rest of these chapters covered and be fully caught up within the next week. And if you enjoy this style of video, definitely let me know because I'm still experimenting and trying to figure out what works best. I appreciate all the feedback you guys give me. Anyways, stay sharp, and I'll see you next time on.